What's going on, everybody? It's AG here. Let's go ahead and talk tournament chances for Drake now that they have qualified for the NCAA tournament. Right now, I've got them at an 11 seed in my bracket. I think that's most likely going to be an 11 or a 10, somewhere in that range. But winners of the Missouri Valley tournament, now they might have been able to get in as an at-large, even if they didn't win their tournament, but they didn't leave that up for debate. They end up winning, coming in at 30-3 on the season, winners of 7 in a row. Drake looks pretty good. They're going to be a pretty popular Cinderella pick, probably as an upset. But let's take a look if that's realistic or not, or if they need to be warning in that conversation. Now, what I've seen from Drake, they've got about two guys that have impressed me when watching them. Their best player, Stirtz, he's pretty impressive. Now, the thing with them is they have a lot of Division II transfers. So 4 out of their 5 starters are Division II transfers that all won a national championship at the Division II level. Come up to Division I, and I've kind of been able to see that they don't look super athletic, so they might be limited on what kind of run they can go on as far as if they come up against an athletic team. But they have beaten some solid teams. So looking at it here, first off, this Charleston Classic here, they've got 3 big wins: Miami, FAU, and Vanderbilt. So Vanderbilt is the only tournament team out of those 3, but Vanderbilt's a solid team in the SEC. They have beaten some teams. Let me get my bad. There you go. Vanderbilt has beaten some teams. Now it's tough for these mid-major schools to find games because, I mean, more than likely, if a team is super good, it's really a no-win situation for them to schedule somebody like Drake, where you could lose that game. Uh, like if Vanderbilt was to schedule Drake outside of a tournament, it's a no-win situation because if you lose that game, yeah, you shouldn't have lost to them, but also why you schedule them. But big win for them over Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt right now is like a 9-10 seed, somewhere in that range, 8, 9, 10. So that's a good win over an SEC school that's going to be in the tournament. Then Miami, despite not being a tournament team, that's still a good win over a Power 5 school. Then they have a win over Kansas State. Team not really anywhere near the radar right now, but Kansas State, though, has some talent for sure. They've got experience in the tournament, so that's a good win there. Then some of their losses. Now, obviously, all these losses that they have, the few they have, the 3 they have, are not going to be the great teams. So right here you can see UIC, Murray State, 2 in a row. So a little tough stretch right there. Now, they have beaten Bradley in conference play. I've been impressed when I've watched Bradley. I think they were definitely Missouri Valley's best chance for 2 bids. That's not going to happen now probably, but Bradley I thought looked pretty good. But 2 bad losses there. And then their other loss is to Bradley by 2. Bradley, not a bad team at all. So that's not terrible. Bradley looked like a semi-tournament team, I thought. Then when they got to the Missouri Valley tournament, ran through Southern Illinois, beat Belmont, and then kind of ran through Bradley in that championship. But Drake, like I said, they've got 2 guys really from what I've seen. Their main one, Stirtz. Let me pull up their stats for you so you can see this. Stirtz is their guy right now. I think he's Missouri Valley champion probably. This is last year's. Why is it not showing this year's? All right, well, I guess it's not going to show this year. There you go. Individual. There we go. All right, so Bennett Stirtz is their dude. All right, as you can see, averaging close to 20 points a game. Their other guy that has impressed me, not number-wise, but number 3, Cam Manyawu, has actually impressed me down low. All right, he gets a lot of boards, but he seems like the other dude that can kind of help as far as against a bigger school, help them out because they don't have a lot of size. Drake doesn't. I think that might benefit them against some teams, but depending on who they run up into in the first round, whoever they get matched up with, if that team has some size, they might be in trouble if they're feeding it down low. Now, a lot of teams don't just feed the big guy right now in the way basketball is played, so that might not hurt them that much, but Drake, 30-3, they're going to get a pretty solid matchup probably in the first round. I mean, like I said, they're probably going to be 11 or a 10 at worst. So, we'll see there. 7-6, depending on what matchup they get. I think they might be able to win that one, but when I've watched them, I wasn't super impressed with their athleticism. I thought for them being 30-3, I thought I'd be a little more impressed. But the fact that they haven't won over Vanderbilt impresses me, but the eye test, they really don't pass it for me. So I'm a little skeptical on this, if this team can really be a Cinderella. But what do you think of Drake? Comment down below. Can they make a run in the tournament? Let me know. Comment down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe.